Hello, everyone. This is part two of my conversation with Quan The Alchemist. And we had some issues, but now we're back on. Welcome, Quan, again. And let's carry on.
Amazing. Thanks for having me back. Yeah, the internet was kind of being weird, but everything happens for a reason. And I think basically the last thing I was talking about is how to use meditation for manifestation. And I think I was just wrapping up my final point, and what it was is that like you need to be able to become a new person, right? Basically
Right,
each and every time coming out of a meditation,
right.
because I think what I was saying is that like you don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are. So not
Mhm.
only do you have to manifest and think of the things that you want to achieve, but you have to think about the person that you need to be in order to achieve those things.
Right, right. So the when you realize the power that you had within, um, did how did you realize that you wanted to share that? Did you automatically just have your channel? Did you realize that you wanted to be a life coach, or was that a long process for you?
Yeah, yeah, I've actually been in this industry, in the coaching industry for 7 years now, so it's quite a
Okay.
long time.
Okay.
But honestly, the first 5 years of trying figuring things out as a coach, yeah, just didn't have a lot of money, just trying to figure things out. Sometimes you get a client, you get some money here, whatever, and try to just success in general. I don't even want to point up towards money, but ultimately, it's a reflection of how many people you can impact. And I've always loved and enjoyed leading other people. I've always loved helping people alchemize their life, hence my name, Quan The Alchemist, because I believe everything comes from the mind. If you can alchemize whatever you want, you are essentially an alchemist, right? Or
Right.
if you want to alchemize. So for me, when I found the truth, and when I actually did it for myself,
Mhm.
um, I want to share with everybody, because I mean, like, if everybody can actually get to this place and we can get to this collective consciousness of being able to create whatever life that we want, be able to remove any old ties or any old traumas or bonds, I believe the world will be even more beautiful. Not to say that's not beautiful right now. I just believe that we are always, we always have room for improvement. And I know for a fact, if I help my neighbors get better, my life will really get better as well. If everybody just learns how to cut the grass on the lawns, the world will be a much better place.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. And in terms of your techniques, now that you are personally at this advanced level, do you follow the same techniques in terms of meditation and manifestation that you used to follow, say, a few years ago? Or have you been optimizing that and making it even more sophisticated for you?
Yeah, so we're about to get deep, okay? Well, not too deep. There's a little science now. There's a little bit of science to it.
Okay.
Um, I like it when you mix magic and science. So,
Sure.
so I used to do lots of breath work, getting, breathing to,
Mhm.
get the autonomic, systems moving and all that stuff. But now the truth is, in order to get yourself either out of hell or to a greater place to manifest whatever it is, the first thing we have to understand is we have to understand there are multiple brainwave states. Okay. So
Okay.
I want everybody to understand this acronym. It's BATD. All right. So our most conscious, most awake, or you can even say survival state is
Mhm.
actually beta. All right. And
Right.
it goes alpha, theta, delta. Delta is when you're dreaming. It's like you're in the
Right.
dream state. Most of the time when people try to meditate, the biggest problem or the biggest mistake I see happening all the time is they stay in beta. This is where the thinking mind comes in. They're thinking about this. Oh my God, when is this going? And then you look at your phone real quick. You have 10 minutes left for your meditation. It's a it's a
Right.
monkey brain going off.
Right.
Now, in order to manifest, in order to achieve anything you want in your life, and to get that message out to God, higher power, infinite
Mhm.
intelligence, whatever you want, you cannot do it out of beta state. So the biggest thing that I focus on now isn't necessarily the type of meditation, but it's how fast can I get into the other brain waves. So when you get to alpha, that's when your body relaxes. Everything relaxes. Your mind is almost not even inside your body anymore,
Right.
right? It's in a different place. And if you can get even deeper into theta and delta, theta is in between of falling asleep and stuff like that. So that's when a lot of the magic happens. And if well, going back to a little bit about the magic realm, this is where the universe and God and the messages that you want to send to them, your desires, your goals, and what you want to be and what you want to do. This is where your messages get delivered, right? Imagine trying to send a message and your phone is on airplane mode. That's what most people try to do when they try to manifest in beta state until you get into the alpha state, the theta, delta. There's even crazier stuff out there, gamma, multiple things.
Mm.
Until you get into these states, your Wi-Fi is turned off and your airplane mode is on and nothing is going out. And most people try to do this. And they're like, I meditate every day, but it's not about just meditating every day. It's like you have to open the doors for the world and the universe to really hear what you truly want. So I know it went off a little bit on that, but like it's just very important for people to understand that once you get into that state, only then can you really meditate and heal your mind or your body or whatever it may be, because that is what's important. It's not how much you meditate, it's not how you meditate, it's how deep the quality of the meditation. So,
Nice. And you would say that going into these advanced stages, which I wasn't even aware of, to be honest with you. I've been only doing it for 2 years, and say the theta and the you mentioned theta delta as
Delta,
well, delta.
yep.
So this, how do you know that you reach you in your when you're doing the meditation that you're reaching that level? Is it at the moment or is it through the results?
Oh, brother, you feel it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Okay.
like it's like you just pounded a whole bottle of wine. That's how you feel.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
because it's genuine. It's just like an exercise, right? When you exercise, you have all the endorphins, you have all the
Mm,
dopamine, all that stuff is coming out, but it's exactly the same. And I
mm,
promise you, once you get yourself deep in that place, you feel so connected to everything.
mm.
It doesn't feel real in this physical realm because in your mind you're connected to the quantum field, as Dr. Joe would like
Right.
to call it, or many other people talk about the ether. They say it's the ether. They say it's the collective consciousness. They say it's when we are everywhere and we are no one at the same time and we are everything, right?
Yeah.
And you just feel it. And definitely the more that you feel that, the more you will see the results. Obviously in the human physical realm, not
Mm.
only do you have to feel it in there, but you also then later on have to start taking some actions based
Right.
off the opportunities that are provided and the signs that you're given. So you will feel it, my friend. Going back to what I'm saying, you will feel it. It's like a whole bottle of wine. You come out of it. Sometimes you come out of it, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to get out. I need to go back in. It starts becoming addicting, but it's
Wow.
very, very beautiful.
Wow. That's great. That's definitely something that I'm sure the audience is enjoying. I wasn't even aware that there were so many levels to meditation. And
Yeah.
finally, to cap it off, like what kind of goals or how do you envision yourself a few years from now, and how do you see the field of positive mind setting and life coaching evolving in the next few years?
Great question. I'll start with the latter question and I'll end it
Mhm.
off with the former.
Yeah.
So, how I see the space moving is now we are coming into an age of AI, lots of technology,
Right.
lots of logical computer programming, and there's gonna be a lot of things where humans are gonna be taken away from now, right?
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of things where machine does a lot better than a human being.
Right.
Unfortunately, we're
Right.
moving to that place. But in a place where there is so much logic, in a place where there is so much engineering and automation, humans need to live up to our creativity more than ever. So how do I see the space going? I can only see the space growing bigger and bigger. This whole spirituality, and positivity, and just being able to keep yourself up and helping others. I believe this industry is only going to grow bigger because just the way that the trends in the world and the trends are moving, we need people to think and to operate like this. So that's what I believe, and I believe that personal development, growing your mind, becoming more in tune spiritually, whether you're religious or not. I believe this is going to be even more important, and only more information is going to come out. Now, in terms of my goal, obviously, I want to play a big role in it. But if I could really boil it down to one sentence, is my goal here is to help people realize and actualize their alchemic gifts. Everyone here If you have a beating heart, if you put your hand right now on your heart and you feel a pump, you feel a you feel a beat, you are an alchemist. Many of us have already, have the skills. We're already great manifestors. We already have great lives. But for many, actually, but for the majority of the world, we don't know that, right?
Right. Right.
Sometimes we don't listen to the beautiful heartbeat of your heart, of our hearts. We forget these things. And my goal over the next year, and actually perhaps for the rest of my life, is just to help people actualize this and for them to realize that they are the alchemists and that they are always in control, no matter the situations or circumstances. My job is just to help people actualize and unleash their highest potential and to be an alchemist.
Well, let's leave it at that. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate you and all the knowledge that you've given us today. And let's keep us updated on the your new new material, new thoughts on the field. Thanks so much.
Amazing. It's my pleasure. Thanks, everyone.